here's how I made this beautiful cigarette from my homegrown awesome tobacco, guys. I'm back in the garden with my brother Tobacco, Virginia Tobacco, right here. And today we're going to be making cigarettes, guys, because, the Seeds of Cigar documentary, I made cigars. I showed you guys how to basically my process and all that stuff. We've been there, done that. Now we're making cigarettes, guys. But before I get into this, I have a special announcement here. I made a tobacco course, guys. Yay! So it basically goes through my whole process of growing tobacco, sourcing seeds, how to start the seeds, how to harvest the leaves, top off the plant, take care of the plant, how to dry the leaves, cure them, ferment them, and then process them into tobacco products like cigarettes, chewing tobacco, and cigars, of course. So we even talk about the effects of nicotine and how nicotine helped me heal from chronic illness. So if you're a tobacco aficionado, if you love tobacco, if you have a garden, even if you don't have a garden, you can still learn a lot from this, guys. It's the only tobacco course I've found on the interweb that, um, yeah, it's the only one. So one of a kind, guys. Get in there, massive value. Learn how to grow your own tobacco, guys. Be a freaking rebel. And of course, newsletter in the description. Join, get in there, massive value again. Become a rebel and Instagram in the description. So, uh, tobacco's still up and running, even though the first frost happened. I honestly don't know what to do because the leaves are still green. But I'm actually gonna harvest them and then leave some, and then try to see what happens through the winter. That'll be interesting. But anyways, guys, let's make a cigarette. Or like what Spanish women cigarette. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. So cigarettes are much easier to make than cigars, as you can see in the See the Cigar documentary. I wasn't the best. I've gotten better, but they're much easier. And this is the simplest process I can find. But a quick disclaimer here: I'm not condoning you to smoke cigarettes. I personally don't smoke cigarettes, but part of the essence of my work is showing people higher quality versions of the things that they already do, with food, with plant medicines, whatever it may be. So this is everything you need. This is a leaf shredder, and this is the simplest process I can find, and all these will be in the description box, along with the tobacco course. But Powermatic Mini, this one, this is what, like, you fill the tobacco in here and then you shove it in. Pause. And then this is the cigarette finisher, so it gives it that nice finish at the end. And this is just cigarette tubes. And of course, you need the mighty Chavetta and your homegrown tobacco. So these have been fermenting for 4 weeks, and they smell really nice. They're Virginia. They smell really nice. And in case your tobacco is too dry, you want a mister, like some sort of mister to rehydrate the leaves. Because if they're too crinkly, um, it's not that big of a deal with cigarettes, but you just don't want them to be too crinkly or too wet, like medium, like that. It's not, when I go like this, it's not falling apart everywhere. So this is good. So I'm gonna bring the camera closer, and we're gonna cut the leaves and then fill the Powermatic thing, and get to making some cigarettes. Is it raining right now? Please don't rain. It's raining. Frick. We'll figure it out. Let's go. All right, guys, up close and personal. This thing is so annoying on my hand. We might only need one leaf, guys. So a tobacco plant, like one tobacco plant, can give you over 100 cigarettes. It's actually pretty amazing. We're gonna use this one. So we just want to cut out the stem, like any other tobacco making process. You don't want the stem, because would you eat the stem? Do you want the stem? No. So we cut it out. There's still more in here. You can just take it off, and then that goes into compost. So we're gonna start shredding this thing. So I might have to move the camera. I don't know, but we put it in here. Or it's the other way, actually. You put it right in here. So I'm gonna try and fold it. You put it right in this thing, and then I like to hold this on the. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. All right, we're good. So I like to hold this on the ground, and then I just like to shred it like this. Hold on. Let's move this out of the way. And then you turn this, and then it goes through like that. And then it shreds the leaf. Again, like I said, this isn't like the fastest process. It's not slow by any means, but It's just the simplest and the cheapest. So, and then we just grind it through again, or shred it through again. I said a gren. So that's how you do it. Very simple, actually. We'll do it one more time, actually, because some of them didn't go through like that. It's getting all over my glove and shit. Oh my god, that sucks. Okay, so this is the shredded leaf that we have. Move everything else again. Um, actually, very simple. We still have so much leaf here. And this will probably make, I'd say, one cigarette. So let's get started making it. So Powermatic Mini right here. Powermatic Mini right here. So, uh, really simple here. So you want to open it up and fill it with tobacco. So you wanna, we might not even have enough, to be honest. We might have to shred more. Fuck, wait. No. All right, so we get it on side. That should be good. We'll actually get a little bit. We'll get a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, so now that we have a bit more, we're gonna fill it, the rest of it. Okay, so just want to load it in, and then let me get my cigarette tube, my zigzags. That's what they're called, zigzags. And we're gonna shut it. We're gonna make sure it's filled. Shut it like that, and then you push this. Well, this is my right, but to the left of the machine, and then you hold the cigar tube on the brass nozzle like that, and then it should fill it slowly, and then you just take it off like that, and voila. It wasn't enough. The end is still there's not tobacco on the end, but we'll do another one and we'll do it better, and then at the end we'll finish them off in the cigar finisher. It's windy. Okay, so we have more. Okay, so we have more shredded tobacco. So we're gonna load it in. Load it up, baby. Load it up. We're gonna try and get it in as best as we can. Right there. Get the rest of it. And okay. So again, brass nozzle right there. Hold on, let me push this in a little bit more. And then close it up. And then push to my right, but your guys' left. Right there. And then bang. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that baby. So where'd my other one go? I lost it. Oh, here it is. It was getting crushed. So we're gonna finish these two, and yeah. All right, guys. So this part, this is the cigarette finisher. So, it just closes the end of it. So we're gonna put it in. There was actually one time I put it in, and the cigarette went flying everywhere. But that's not gonna happen this time. It might actually. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. I want you guys to see this. Okay, so you put it in, and then that's good. But again, the cigarette isn't filled to the end, so it might work better on this one. Let's see. That's not that bad. So, you see, the tobacco doesn't come out. Um, Now, is it perfect? No. It's almost like I'm getting better at making things, guys, over the years, but I've yet to hit perfect, and I don't think I ever will, but maybe one day. But this is the essence of how you make a cigarette. And for some reason, I don't know where it went, but I had one that I made the other day, and it was just so much cleaner. I don't know. But guys, a quick lesson in creativity is that uh, you can't, like I said about the perfection thing. Um, it's a process. Like you'll never reach it, really, but you can reach a really damn good level. So requires training, guys. Whatever you create, training. So let's do the outro, and this is how you make a cigarette. So let's get it. All right, guys. So that's how you make a cigarette, and I found the one I made the other day. It was just more full than this one, but like I said, we're making our way with it. But of course, you light it on this side and then you smoke it on the foamy side. I think you guys know how to do that. But I might as well talk for a second about life. I guess I don't know, maybe not. But yeah. So I'm trying to figure out, what I want to create on YouTube, how I can make better videos, all that stuff. I don't know if you can see I'm posting random shit right now. It's kind of all over the place, but I'm trying to figure out my groove. Like I said, a part of my work is, restoring the love for life, because that's a big thing I see nowadays. That the love for life has kind of um, a lot of people haven't lost it. They just forget that life is beautiful and that life is meant to be loved and lived fully. Um, and I think a lot of the reason for that is, of course, the agrochemicals and all the junk that's shoved down people's throats, especially in America. And this creates a disconnection from life with your biology, your the whole physical body just gets dumbed down. Basically, it's fighting toxins and all this stuff, and this really destroys your life from the inside out. So I think a big way for that is plant medicines, and also connected with nature. So part of my work is restoring the love for life through the exploration. Damn, it's restoring the love for life through the exploration of nature. I like that. So that's what we're doing here, guys. That's what we're doing. And this is just one of the ways, one of the projects that kind of hit it off. I mean, I've done projects in the past where, it just doesn't hit. People don't find interest in it. And part of that is, I got to market and sell it better. But, tobacco hit. So this will be a part of me now. um, and yeah, I'm going to keep creating documentaries, nature videos, cigar talks, all that stuff. And you guys got to stay here for the the adventure of a lifetime, guys. Because guys, we're creating. This is generational here, guys. Um, so many ideas, and I can do so many amazing things, guys. And I want to show you guys that you can do it too. Um, that's the spirit of being a rebel, right? I don't know. I like that. Being a rebel. You do things just because you can, and I love that. Just because you can. Permissionless. It's having high agency, and high agency is just your ability to act without permission. You don't need permission from anyone to do something. Just go and do it. Just learn like freaking crazy. Um, if you got to work a job, work a job. Fund the project, whatever, guys, whatever. Of course, you want an independent income eventually, but still, you got to work on it. Like, there's so many things. So I don't know how we went that direction, but that's how you make a cigarette. I'm signing off. Tobacco course in the description. Massive value in there. Newsletter in the description. Become a rebel. Join the Rebel Club in the description. At Instagram in the description. You guys have a peaceful, loving day and enjoy your cigarettes. And if you have the advanced tools for this, you can pump out thousands a day. I'm pretty sure you don't need that, but yeah, take it easy, guys. Peace.